Good morning. It's a very great honor for me to be here, and I will be introducing current student space projects and future plans in Korea, and it'll be focused in our university, Seoul National University, mainly. So first, I will show you some activities related to CanSat and then CubeSat. And then why we are focusing in CanSat and CubeSat activities in our university, our space program roadmap, which focuses again in CanSat and CubeSat activities, and then I'll explain some of the UNISEC-Global activities that we are planning. So this is our CanSat activity of Korea, which have been since 2006 mostly active in ARLIS, which is held in the United States of America. Nowadays, we have other CanSat activities, which I will explain in further slides, but our university has since 2006, about 10 years, participated in CanSat activities. And actually, in 2013, there was another university, Gongju University, which participated in CanSat activities. Another CanSat activity that are currently going on in Korea is the CubeSat Competition, which is funded by the government of Korea. And this is an annual event which is held in Daejeon and is launched in Gohung. And about 20 teams are actually first evaluated, and then 10 teams are evaluated secondly, and so they can actually launch their CanSats after development. This is an example of the CubeSat competition schedule of 2015. So actually there are hands-on experience for elementary and middle school students, and the competition itself is for high school and undergraduate students. And there are CanSat class for 800 grams, and for university students, they can develop their own platform which can go up to 1,000 grams. So this is now fourth competition this year, and about 15 institutions have been participating. And this is a very great opportunity for students to experience their first CanSat during their studies. Now we have the CubeSat activity, which have been actually explained by Professor Jung before. So we actually tried to launch HowSat 1, which unfortunately the NEPR launcher had a failure. And then the personal-owned CubeSat had flown first in 2011. And following that, we had Kyung University and 6 universities which were selected by the CubeSat Competition 1 and 2. And then there is our university, SNUSat 1, which is currently developing the flight model of our CubeSat. This year, there is the third CubeSat contest, which is just 3 teams will be selected as the finalists and granted for actual development. So this is currently 11 teams from 9 universities have applied, and it's a very competitive contest currently. So there are 2 phases in this contest. Phase 1, we propose the mission and system design. And they will assess us on originality and creativity, technical aspects of system design, and team configuration. So how well is the team distributed? Is it just mechanical engineers, or do you also have electrical engineers, computer science engineers? And then phase 2, we'll select 6 teams, and in phase 1, 6 teams will be selected to go up to phase 2. In phase 2, they will assess the system feasibility. Is it actually going to be able to fly? And out of those 6 teams, 3 teams will be selected this August, and starting October, the actual CubeSats will be developed. So, why CanSat and CubeSat in Korea? Actually, I think everyone will be will know more than me. But anyways, it's an excellent engineering hands-on practice using CanSat and CubeSat for students. They can learn the whole systems engineering process and even technical aspects of each subsystems. A perfect platform for technology breakthrough. As normal satellites are very conservative, using CubeSats, you can try new things with a lower risk. However, it's great to have a CanSat and CubeSat activity, but for a sustainable space program, a roadmap is required. Actually, in Korea, we have the mid and long-term space development planned by the government, and there they have some mentions about CubeSats. So they want to create new conceptual service through CubeSats, and they want to educate undergraduate and graduate students in space system design, development, and operation, especially through CubeSat competitions. So we will do also. So we are currently setting up a space program roadmap based on CubeSats. Primary aim is on the education itself for students. Secondary aim is to develop infrastructure up to application level space program in future, so actual space science or technology breakthrough. And education and technology advancement as its goal, we want to get space grant opportunities to make the program practical and realistic. So this is not just an idea thing, but we actually are applying for grants that we can actually develop these platforms. So SNUSat-1 is currently being made as a flight model. We have done our EQM tests, and SNUSat-E, SNUSat Education, which is not a flying model, is an education platform for our students in the future to continuously educate and practice. And this is a plan for August this year, and SNUSat-2 is actually our next proposal, which we are writing, and SNUSat 3, 4, and 5 will be in the future. Now I'll explain about our UNISEC-Global activities. So SNU is putting effort to establish a foundation for undergraduate students to follow up the CanSat and CubeSat education steps. So we will be utilizing CanSat Kit aimed for this year, and CanSat CubeSat extended research step. So we will first supply CanSat experience to lower grade students, and then step up with CubeSat, and then extended research for graduate students. First, we'll try these steps in SNU, and we'll try to gradually expand to other universities in Korea. And last year, we had a continuous discussion between the UNISEC-Global group, and we actually continued connecting with Skype and continued our discussions, which will be also continued this year, hoping that we can have some valuable results. Thank you very much for this great opportunity.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next I'd like to introduce Egypt, but he is a little late.